Good morning. This is Victor Jimenez with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I'm here at 1636 Queens Road in West Hollywood, and I'm in the process of performing a video examination of the main sewer line. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping which is exterior to the structure. It lies underground and connects the building drain line system to the public sewer. The building drain line system then is the portion or portions of the waste drainage piping which are underneath or interior to the structure. Today's video examination is not focused on the building drain line system, so if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drain line system, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination can be set up at our office. Alright, so I've accessed today's main sewer line from a 3.5-inch main sewer line cleanout located on the right wall of the house. It's here just basically about halfway between the front and the back wall of the structure on the right side. And the main sewer line runs along the right side of the house when it gets towards the driveway, makes a slight diagonal run basically towards the center of the property, center of the front part of the property, and then runs to connect up to public sewer under the street. So right now what we're looking at is the line is approximately 59 feet in length, and we're going to be coming from public sewer back up to this access point that we started from today. So pulling away from public sewer immediately, we are in a 6-inch diameter vitrified clay piping. Now, the vitrified clay is a very common material for main sewer lines, has a long service life expectancy. However, it is more susceptible to damage during earthquakes and seismic activity, and it also has a tendency to let in roots at the joint areas. Now, there's a short section here, right basically at the connection point from public sewer, that has had a lining system administered into it. Now, a lining system is essentially a piece of, it's basically a fibrous material that's run through the inside of a pipe, and when it's being installed, it's inflated with a balloon and then filled with a resin and left to harden. And so essentially what it produces is a sort of pipe within a pipe, and it's promoted as a rehabilitation method for older or failing systems. It is most commonly used in sections of clay pipes. What that can essentially produce is it seals the joint areas which typically let in roots. So one of the reasons for doing this could have been to try to eliminate root intrusions there at the joint area. Maybe there's some minor surface cracking. I can't say that this lining system was an approved lining system. That's something that would have to be inspected with the city. I can say that it appears to be installed correctly. I don't see any major cracks in it. There is kind of this loose piece at the end there on the right. That's not really so much of a concern. My bigger concern actually with this section of the liner is that it's only about a foot in length. And the reason that I say that is because when you have a section of clay pipe, as I mentioned earlier, it is common to have root intrusions come in to those sections, and because of that, situation where it is common to have roots, it's also pretty common to need to do regular cleanings or maintenance on the system. Typically, that's not really much of an issue. You just have the line cleaned, the roots are gone, and we're kind of on our way. The issue with this, though, with the lining system, is that regular cleaning and maintenance, or routine cleanings and maintenance on a lining system have been found to have essentially degenerative effects on the liner. What I mean by that is that the liner starts to basically tear or rip, and its kind of expected service life is much shorter when you have that kind of situation going on with the regular cleanings being done. Now, good news is, pulling away from this section of the section of clay, we didn't see any other breaks, no other cracks. We also didn't really see anything in the way of roots. So no cleaning is being recommended at this time. However, as a section of clay does have that tendency, it does need to be inspected and or cleaned annually. Just to get an idea of how often the roots are actually coming in. If you don't want to have the line cleaned because you have that section of liner, you can have it inspected annually, and that will give you kind of an idea or some kind of gauge of how often you do need to clean it. Now, pulling away from that section of clay, we are entering a section of ABS plastic. So ABS plastic is an excellent material for main sewer lines. It has a long surface life expectancy. It also has a very smooth inner surface, so it's efficient at washing out debris. And lastly, due to the design of the pipe, it's actually intended to be impervious to root intrusions. So the rest of the system, all the way up to the cleanout that we access today, is this ABS plastic, so that's good news. Right here, at about 37 feet, I think we're sitting on top of it right now, right there. There's another cleanout access, and you can see that it's pretty much right next to the gate leading to the right side of the house. When I pull my camera out of the system, I'll kind of orient you as to where that is. But there's plenty of access into the line, so that's excellent. So we've got essentially about 30 feet. The line does turn slightly once or twice as it's heading back. But again, still the section of the ABS plastic. And when we were pushing out here, I didn't see anything wrong with this section. Obviously, we're keeping a closer eye out as we're kind of pulling away. The camera's cleaned off and whatnot. But so far, this looks to be in acceptable shape. Really, only concern point so far is just that section of the liner. Just a few more feet here, and we'll actually be pulling out of the system. Give you an idea of where we're located. Alright. So first thing, I'm just going to show you this cleanout that we access. So this is the main sewer line cleanout. Just going to get a photograph of that for the report. Alright, and then you can see here, we're on the right side of the building. Basically right next to that blue recycling bin, there's a small cleanout access. Looks similar to this, although it's standing up vertically. That's that mark at 37 feet where you can see the opening in the pipe. You can see here, on this side of the property. So, just to kind of recap, no repairs to recommend at this time. Essentially just recommending that regular either inspections or maintenance are done to either get an idea of how often the roots are coming in at that section of clay, or to just clean them so that you have that. So with that, I'm going to be wrapping up the video portion of the examination for today. Once again, this is Victor Jimenez with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.